I'm Blake, and this...
I'm Mitchell.
What a weirdo. Oh yeah, I can say whatever the fuck I want. Anyway.
I don't know. I feel like, if we ever aim for sponsorship, fuck ain't gonna be allowed.
We can try. I mean, there's some adult industries that'll like us. Anyway.
Porn.
What's up?
Porn Hub.
So we're Blake and Mitchell. We don't have a name yet. And okay. So we're gonna just start with a little bit of introduction. I want to ask Mitchell some really saucy questions, and let's see what's going on. Okay, Mitchell.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I don't know how.
Oh.
I never learned English.
Oh. How are you talking?
Spanish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so let's talk about you.
Okay.
Mitchell, I'll just start off. What's your family like?
I mean, parents are divorced, but, it's whatever. Kind of flop between houses, and holidays are fun.
Holidays are fun, yeah.
Holidays are always fun. Twice the amount of food on Thanksgiving, which I'm looking forward to.
Nice. All right. What else could I ask you? What do you like doing, Mitchell?
If I have free time, I usually spend it on Xbox or YouTube.
Okay. And, okay. What about working the corners, though?
Yeah, but that's not free time.
Oh, that's work time. Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Also, I am under the impression that you are at college. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go there, kinda, every once in a while.
When I feel like it.
Yeah. What are you studying?
Just kind of trying to get my generals out of the way right now, but probably gonna aim for like a bachelor's of biology or chemistry.
Biology or chemistry, really? You're
Yeah.
switching things up on me, geez.
Yeah, I mean, gotta do what you gotta do.
You're doing everything today, huh? Okay. Alright, your turn to ask me questions. That's my questions.
Alright, well, Blake, go ahead and go with your family life.
My family, I hardly talk to my dad, mainly because I don't like his wife, and then I live with my mom. She's pretty cool. She doesn't love me or anything, but she's there. She's nice. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, and what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
Xbox is a given. I do enjoy YouTube. I do watch some anime, actually quite a lot now. I'm getting into it again. I've been writing some, and then my girlfriend. Yep, that's about it.
So, you're at Purdue.
Sadly. No, I'm joking. I love Purdue.
What are you going for?
I don't know. I just switched to history. I switched my major from social studies education, which is like teaching history, to history, which is like, same thing, but minus the teaching. So yeah, it's fun.
I mean, it sounds like it. So, moving on, we're going to go into the favorites here.
Oh, God.
So, I think we'll both, we'll pop out the question and then just go one of us answers and switch to next.
No, we'll just both go at the same time, okay?
Yes, we'll talk at the same exact time so that nobody can hear any answer.
No. Ask the question for both of us, and we both answer at the same time.
Well, if we're answering at the same time,
not
then
at the
they can't
same
hear us.
time. Oh, never mind. Mitchell!
All right. Favorite video game and why?
My favorite video game. Civilization 5. I really enjoy Civ 5 because I guess it was the first strategy game that I ever played. And I really enjoyed it. It's fun. It's history-based. If you don't know what it's about, it's pretty much you are a civilization and from any time period. So, you can be George Washington. And you can, as George Washington, you have a little settler and you can settle a city. And you get a giant city and you work your way up to the modern era, even the future, and you can go to space and stuff. And pretty much, you're just trying to survive in this world and win. And I love it because there's so many different things and possibilities because everything is randomly generated in the game. So it's just so much fun. Yeah. All right. What's your favorite video game, Mitchell?
There's a lot of different games that definitely fall under one of my more favorites. But I think overall, one of my favorites would have to be the really just kind of the entire trilogy of the Assassin's Creed Ezio trilogy. I enjoyed the story for it. The controls weren't all wonky, like they switched them up in whatever it was. I think the third one or whatever.
Assassin's Creed 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know there was a control switch, and that kind of screwed with me for a bit.
Unity was weird.
Yeah, but definitely that entire trilogy, I enjoyed it the most. I feel like that's when they did their best.
Yeah.
They are good.
First Assassin's Creed is actually free on Xbox right now. Fun fact. Really? There's a little throw in there.
Didn't know that one.
Yep.
All right. Next question would be favorite movie and why.
God. I don't know if I have a favorite movie. I'm the one who came up with these questions, and I don't even know how to answer them. I really enjoy Pursuit of Happiness, because Pursuit of Happiness is just a really good, like, heartwarming movie.
That's a Will Smith movie, right?
Will Smith, yeah, and his son Jaden. Yeah, before Jaden became weird, and before like Will became Will. Well, you know, he's always been Will. But anyway, they were like, pretty much they were. He's a single dad, and he had to survive in San Francisco in the 90s, 80s, 90s, I think.
Sounds like I think it was 90s.
Yeah, and it was like during a really bad economic time, and like, there is like a scene that is like he stayed the night in a bathroom with his son. Because like he didn't have anywhere to go, and it was really, I was just like, whoa.
That's pretty neat.
But yeah, I also like horror movies, and I don't know if I have a favorite one of those though.
Yeah.
Your turn. What's your favorite movie? Do you have one?
Favorite movies? I don't know. I've seen a lot of movies. Recently, I haven't gone and watched a lot. Mainly just the Marvel movies that have been coming out.
Yeah.
But I think overall, my favorite movie that I've ever watched, and if I were to ever go back and rewatch, because I'm not too big on rewatching movies.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to go with like the Jurassic Park series, all those, the Jurassic Worlds. Those were always good. I've always enjoyed those. I could always go back. And
I really liked Jurassic Park 3. Which is like the disgrace of all of them.
Jurassic Park 2 that nobody knows about.
Yeah. I cried in Jurassic Park 2. Because there's the scene where the T-Rex gets to New York, right?
Yeah.
And he gets off the boat, and there's a dog barking at the T-Rex, and the T-Rex looks at the dog and starts chasing it. And I'm like, no, the dog, no, the dog. And I just started crying. I was like 7. But I was just like, what? Mom, what happened to the dog?
I definitely remember that. Jurassic Park 2 was
an adventure.
I didn't even know it existed until I had seen Jurassic World.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeff Daddy's
I watched Jurassic World, and then I looked back into it, and I'm like, there's a Jurassic Park 2. And I was like, crap.
No, I didn't realize this existed.
I watched Jurassic Park 3 and just never thought, Jurassic Park 2.
Yeah, they're actually based off books. I tried reading the first one, and it was really confusing.
I didn't know
a lot of science stuff, and I'm like, okay.
I'm not surprised there. I mean, it's dinosaurs and stuff.
But, yeah. What's the last question?
Favorite band/singer and why?
Oh, God. You probably already know. But I don't want to say that. Because I have like three that I really enjoy. 2 that are very obscure, 1 that everyone knows. I'll rip off the Band-Aid. The one that everyone knows is 21 Pilots. I'm very depressed constantly, and they make me feel a little less depressed sometimes, because they sing about it. They're nice. Their latest album, recommend it to everyone. Very, very good. Second band that's a little more obscure, but they've seen a little. Well, he's not really a band; he's an EDM artist. But his name is Built by Titan, and he makes like EDM music, and he just features people that he knows as the singers.
Yeah.
His most famous one was called The Darkness. and it was actually on a Super Bowl ad. I think 2015, 16. It was on a Super Bowl ad. It was the one where they did the world's longest catch. Oh, yeah. So like they jumped out of the plane and onto the football field. Mm-hmm. The song playing in the background was his own remix of his song, which was The Darkness, and it's really good, really good. And then the last band that no one knows about is my cousin's band called Brown Bird, and they're very folk. They're very like, not a lot of, even people that like folk music, not a lot of people have heard them, but my cousin's band was absolutely phenomenal. And the album Salt for Salt by Brown Bird is their name, Brown Bird. There is one of my favorite albums of all time. I just really like it. But yeah, Mitchell, right. Do you have a favorite?
When it comes to music, I kind of listen to anything and everything. Yeah. I think if I were to choose a favorite band or singer, probably, oh God, what's his name? I think it's like Jack Johnson or something. He had Banana Pancakes. He did a lot of music for the Curious George movie. I listened to him a lot.
Yeah. I remember. That's his name.
Yeah, Jack Johnson or something like that. It's somewhere around there. And when I had first seen it, I was like,
the Curious George movie. I just remember that. That was the best.
Yeah,
the music in it
Upside Down or something like that. Yeah. I really enjoyed the music in that movie, and I enjoyed his songs.
Yeah, definitely.
But if not him, then probably Ed Sheeran. Just because I have a lot of odd memories with some of his songs.
Oh yeah, I do too. It was like one of the first songs I bought on my phone when I first got it back in like 7th grade. Yeah.
My first actual slow dance was to Ed Sheeran, and my first actual girlfriend was in love with Ed Sheeran. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah. I don't know if she counts as my actual girlfriend, but she's in love with Taylor Swift. So.
Oh.
Well, my girlfriend now is in love with Taylor Swift, but she doesn't tell anybody. So. Yeah. All right. Do we have any more questions?
Down to one last question that you typed up, and it's why do you want to do the whole podcast thing?
Why do you want to do the podcast thing? You're the one who asked me if I wanted to do this.
Did I? Yeah, you're right.
You're the one who asked me.
I feel like doing a podcast is both a good way to start into something like, going into YouTube videos, which is something I would love to try and do sometime, but also it's just another way to, get people together, just have a bit of a fun time, sit here and, talk about whatever and just kind of, spend time with whoever, whenever, and...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a lot more freedom than doing a YouTube video with these than,
Yeah, because you don't have to look nice. I could just wear my underwear right now. I'm totally not wearing my underwear right now. So... for me, you just asked me, I'm like, dude, I want to do something, and this is very simple, and something that's not too hard. I can just talk, and people might listen. I don't know, probably no one cares about me, but a couple people might listen. They might get about 5 views. Yeah,
hey, that's
2 of them are for me.
The other 3 are me.
There you go. But yeah, we can get a few views and stuff, and like we can work our way up.
Yeah.
And I think that's our best bet for this. Well, yeah, that's what my thought was, and I mean, I want to eventually write some books and stuff, and maybe I could use this as a way to try and like be like, yo, guys, you should read my book.
Yeah.
But I'm also like really lazy about it, so it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, yeah, okay. So now that we're done with question time, we could talk about weird stuff.
Like what? What is there that
we
can talk about?
What do we have going on today?
Your phone's at 13%.
What's
today?
Today...
There's a play going on that we have to go watch.
Yeah, so...
At our old high school.
Our old high school is performing... what is it?
Alice in Wonderland?
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, I just checked my phone. It is Alice in Wonderland. And so, little precursor for everyone. Mitchell and I, we were... Mitchell more than me. We were both involved in the plays and musicals at our school.
Yeah, I did it for 4 years. Blake came in for the last 2.
Yeah, I came in for the last 2, and then I ended up doing... You only did fall plays, and then I did 1 musical and then 2 plays. But our old high school is putting on Alice in Wonderland, and I think it's going to be an adventure.
From how it's sounding, yes, definitely not. I really hope it's not that as bad as they're saying, but then of course I know how they felt like during the last one that we did, Nitwits, yeah. I won't lie, part of me was like, this is a bit of a hot piece of garbage, so...
Well, I think it's like, it just depends on the story and how well the story is made, because like, from what it sounds like, somebody adapted both books of Alice in Wonderland, so...
Yeah, from how it sounded, it's...
Wonderland and Looking Glass, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, something like that.
And they pretty much combined the two books, put it into one, and said, okay, do a play.
Yeah.
And I also hear the costuming department is not too well.
Yeah.
That the cards, like the little... Are they soldiers? The card soldiers?
Yeah, they're supposed to be card soldiers.
Yeah, from what I understand, they're wearing T-shirts.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm hoping the Mad Hatter is good because it's Jackson.
It's Jackson, yeah.
It's Jackson.
So I think the Mad Hatter. I won't lie. I feel like the big thing that I'm actually concerned about is Brophy. I feel like
the rabbit.
Yeah.
I don't think he's crazy enough.
I feel like he might take it too slow.
Yeah. Because with the White Rabbit, you got to be really like
jumpy
jittery, everywhere. Yeah.
Like, and so I feel like he might talk a little too slow. I feel like he might not be as bouncy and.
Yeah. We do love you, Brophy. If you ever listen to this, this is our before the play thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also scared for the Cheshire Cat. So
yeah.
You already know, Mitchell, but my girlfriend was casted as part of the Cheshire Cat, and you're probably confused. Part of the Cheshire Cat? The Cheshire Cat's just one thing, right? They're putting like giant umbrellas. I don't know what they are. I've seen them. They look like big plates.
Yeah.
And they're pretty much floating it around pretending to be the Cheshire Cat.
Yeah.
And so I'm just so confused by it.
I think their plan is to like have spotlights that like shine down onto them, and it's like each eye, like 2 for the eyes and then 1 for the mouth.
Okay.
Because in like a lot of the movies, the Cheshire Cat never fully forms himself.
Yeah, it's only his face.
His face that's there. So I feel like that's what they're aiming for with it.
There's this cat.
That's
a whole joke.
That's a whole nother joke.
That's been sophomore year.
Oh gosh, was that sophomore year?
Yeah, that was my birthday sophomore year.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Because we went and sat down at your house and did that.
Yeah.
Oh,
our old
Ritz
friend,
Cracker.
The Ritz Cracker, the Hello Kitty backpack, and what else is there? What else is there?
Didn't Trace have like a bird or something?
No, he had the Ritz Cracker. What did you have?
I had a hat that I pulled stuff out of.
Yeah, you just had a hat, and if you, depending on what you rolled. Yeah, what we're talking about, there is this game called, what was it, Kintsugi? I think is what it's called.
Yeah, something like that.
Very, yeah. It's something Sugi. I think it was Kintsugi. And it was pretty much just D&D, but even more weird. And, and it was a free-for-all. Whoever, like, you fought each other, and our dungeon master, he introduced himself to my parents as Andrew the Destroyer of Worlds.
Yeah, that sounds like something Andrew would do.
Yes, I remember that. My dad asked me, the next year, he goes, who you having over for your birthday? I'm like, oh, probably just Mitchell and Micah and a couple others. And they're just like, oh, what about Andrew, Destroyer of Worlds? And I'm just like, oh, I don't know where he is. They kept asking me, who's the weird kid that was there?
Yeah, I remember we sat down for that, and like you and Trace were with each other the entire time trying to just get through it. And I was sitting on the opposite side of the playing map.
Yeah.
And I remember I just reached into the hat and I had somehow snapped off half of the Ritz Cracker. And didn't it, like, teleport you somewhere random if you took a bite out of it or something?
I'm not no, you pulled me out of the hat, I think, or you pulled something of my my backpack out or something.
Yeah, I pulled
I was just like, excuse me.
That was so weird.
But yeah, there was a what else have we done? Yeah, so the fall play, yeah, that's what is today? I don't want to date this, but yeah, who else is meeting us? Michael,
and then we gotta pick up Allie. Yeah.
So so our plan with this podcast is kind of just like us talking about random stuff, and then like we plan on having people come and join us and be very like I guess out of the blue, like, hey, do you want to come do this podcast with us? And they'll be like, yeah, sure, I guess. And the next thing you know, we have a guest on our podcast. And that's kind of what we plan on doing. At least that's what I think we do. Okay.
I definitely think that next time we go to do a podcast, definitely plan out a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely plan more. This is completely unplanned. We just bought the mic, I don't know, an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, about.
And so, yeah, but Michael will probably be our first guest. And knowing Michael, he'll have a lot to say.
Yeah.
I love the guy. And he'll probably keep us much more entertained.
Michael, Sean.
We'll need Sean. We can get both the Dyers in here.
Yeah, we could bring in the Dyers.
I'm not saying one at a time, but both at once, just to see how weird that'd be. We'll get the whole crew in here of like 7 people.
Definitely
Ben needs to be in here. Yeah, we can just get a lot of people in here and just interview them and whatnot. What else do we got to talk about? What else we got going on? Thanksgiving is soon. Coming up.
Very true.
Coming up. Are you actually going to talk to your family for Thanksgiving this year?
I'm going to go see them this weekend.
Okay.
For an early one. And then I think Thanksgiving Day. I don't know. I don't think I really have a plan for Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Then sleep in and just enjoy the fact that I got to sleep.
Yeah, so I am allowed to go to my girlfriend's Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Which is surprising to me. But we are going, and she's going to my house first, too. Which is even more surprising. Thing is, I think she's going to be at her dad's, who lives next to you. And I'm going to my dad's.
So you can come do Thanksgiving with me then, too.
I'll pick you up and you can come with us. Yeah, which is surprising because she possibly will be ungrounded by Thanksgiving.
Well, that's good.
From what we're understanding. But yeah, what else have we got going on here soon? Black Friday. Let's talk about Black Friday.
That's when we planned on getting the mic, but obviously we.
Why did you go to Best Buy today?
I just wanted to go look at it because I knew Cody was there.
Yeah, we can bring him on here. He'd be fun.
Yeah, I knew Cody was there, so I knew that I could go talk to him about if he knew if there were any sales on the mics.
Yeah.
And then he brought up the fact that it was on sale today, and that he knew that the sale ended tomorrow.
So, gotcha. Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, maybe we should try and get it today then, since it's on sale now, but won't be later.
Yeah, that's stuff. Okay. So you just...
My class was supposed to be an hour. It ended up being 15 minutes, and I was like, well, I don't feel like going home.
Yeah, I got an email today. Oh, no, yesterday, and I just now checked it, and it's like, oh, yeah, labs are canceled for this week. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But, okay, we're about at, 20-some minutes?
Are we really?
Yeah, we gotta keep going. Let's get to 30, just for kicks and giggles.
Yeah, it's like, a YouTube video when they're doing all they can to, reach 10 minutes. Now we're doing all we can to reach 30 minutes.
Well, I mean, it's a podcast. Most podcasts are the one I listen to, I do recommend this one if you like weird stuff and banter about weird things. The Triforce podcast. They're good. They're really good. It's just 3 old dudes talking. Well, old dudes. They're like 35 each. But they just talk about stuff they're doing in life, and it's funny.
Yeah, I don't really watch any podcasts or listen to any podcasts. Watch
podcasts, gotcha.
If I were to start listening to podcasts, though, I think I'd probably go into the Misfits podcast and listen to theirs because I watch a lot of their YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And at the end of all their videos, they have it's people like Swagger Souls, Raccoon Eggs, Call Me Carson, Fitz, John on the Radio, I think, is in there. They've got a large group of people who all do gaming on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they're just a large group that started up this one podcast. And their videos are great. They're hilarious. And
Raccoon Egg is great.
Swagger is something else. He's definitely...
Wait, is he the one that sang on Raccoon Egg? Is that Swagger?
No. Swagger, he's the one who had bronchitis and had to take steroids for it, and he was on like absolute roid rage during some gaming that they were doing.
Remember, is he the one that left his mic on during the podcast? Hey, Swagger, your mic is on.
Yeah, no, you can hear him just under. Yeah. But yeah, if I were to go listen to a podcast, it'd definitely be that one because their videos are hilarious.
Yeah. What else could we talk about? Video games you're playing right now. What you been playing?
A whole lot of Rainbow Six Siege. I've been trying to get into Overwatch again, but nobody else really plays it that I talk to, so it's kind of hard. And trying to find random people. It's not going too well.
Yeah,
I won't lie, because a lot of people that like
Overwatch has died slowly.
It's still there, but I don't know. It's too repetitive.
Yeah,
I feel
way too repetitive.
Like with Siege, everything switches up every game. Like it's the same operators and everything, but the strategy in which you play and how
can be
things
completely
pan
different
out,
based on where people are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't even. Siege is pretty much our game, our go-to game now.
Yeah, Siege or Fortnite if we're
not supposed to say that one. I was not going to admit to that.
That's only really when we're playing with Michael, though, because that's all Michael really has.
But Siege, Rainbow Six Siege, it's our go-to game pretty much, and it's a great game. Not really, but it's a great game.
It's a beautiful game, and I'm really hoping that this next season does turn out well, and that everyone's fears of what's supposed to happen with the whole China thing doesn't actually...
Have you seen the meme? Year 1 operator has hammer. Year 7 operator shoulder-mounted machine gun. And this is like a whole bunch of stuff, and you're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's cyborging plans.
One thing, because like all of the Year 1 operators, all the basic core game ones, they all make sense. Mm-hmm. Like Bandit has a car battery.
Yeah, I mean, even a nitro cell makes sense because it's just
C4.
It's a C4 with a phone call on it,
yeah.
And you just pull out your phone and call it.
That's used in like unbelievable amount of games, and then their next one was Valkyrie and it was Buck and Frost,
and those are one's a bear trap.
Yeah, and then the other one's just a shotgun. They make sense. It's not something big and special. Then they go from that to Valkyrie and Blackbeard makes sense. It's a camera and
bulletproof shield.
Bulletproof shield that now is basically a sheet of paper that he holds in front of his face.
Yeah.
And then after that, they went to Caveira and Capital. Still makes sense. One does interrogating. That's not even like
one literally has a crossbow.
Yeah, it shoots out.
I mean, it's one of the oldest weapons in the books.
Yeah. Then after that, what did they go to?
Hibana. Which
Hibana
was a little more far-fetched, but it makes a little more sense.
I feel like
it's kind of like Thermite.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably something that does exist, but still kind of like
the yokai drone, which is Echo.
Yeah,
that one little far-fetched.
I feel like that's where they started going.
I think the drone itself isn't far-fetched. Being able to shoot a concussion blast, little.
Yeah, that's a little. I mean, it might be a thing, but
And then you go from that to the next.
Mira and Jackal.
Jackal,
the
foot fetish man,
can find one footprint that somebody left, 8 minutes ago, and then
track them.
Be able to know where their exact position is.
The mirror wall, the window, that is real.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. But
that makes sense.
But the freak jackal, it's just I want to smell your feet. He just goes around smelling people's feet. So they're just like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Siege is our go-to game. We love it. Then there's Fortnite.
Yeah, that's more of like, when we've got Michael with us and
when we want to get a lot of people in, 4 people in, but when it's not just us 2, really.
Yeah.
And we're bad at the game. Besides
I
Sean.
used to be good. I don't know what happened. Like, I used to solo play and always be in plat, but now, like, I'm just sitting at, like, gold 1 every single season. What? No.
Oh.
Fortnite? What?
Are we talking about Fortnite?
We're talking about Fortnite. We're talking about Siege, okay.
I said Fortnite. I'm like, we're bad at the game.
Oh, Fortnite? Yeah, definitely. It's...
Sean's the best one, but Sean is really bad at playing with people.
Sean does good when he's on his own or in duos. He can handle duos, but the second it becomes more than like 2 people, he falls apart. I do better at duos and squads just because chaotic is usually better for me in any game.
Yeah.
Then you and Michael, as long as it's a 1v1, you guys can do fine, but I've
done good in a 2v1 before, but
squads you can do okay, and then other times it's a mess.
That's how I always am. Video games is a 50-50 toss up.
Yeah.
But okay. We got anything else to say? Anything else to talk about?
I don't really know. I think the only thing that we have left to decide upon is, eventually coming up with a name for ourselves.
Yeah. What should we call ourselves? I want to put a poll on my social media.
We could, yeah, but I just dropped the phone. Yeah, I mean, we could put on social media everywhere, like, hey,
what should we call ourselves?
You guys got ideas for a name? Like, let us know, and then.
Yeah, you put it on like your Instagram story as one of the polls and be like, yo, who wants to give us Mitchell and I a name or Blake and I a name?
Yeah, and I feel like that could definitely work, but maybe if we waited till somehow we actually got this thing to pick up, we could definitely, have viewers try and help decide.
Yeah,
or we can always just... God, I keep...
It's not... I mean, I guess we're going to put it on YouTube.
Yeah, eventually. Probably.
No, that's where I thought that's where we're gonna put this.
Oh, is it? Okay. I knew that it's pretty easy to put it on Spotify.
YouTube it is.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I was just gonna do YouTube and then in the background just a picture of Lily or something.
Yeah.
I wanna. That's what I'll do.
What?
I'll get a camera and I'll just have Lily cam.
Just the entire video is just watching your dog take a nap.
Yes. And the thing is...
Take a nap or go shit on the floor.
If she gets up, guys, in the video, if you see her get up, she's taking a dump on the floor. It's guaranteed.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Lily's my dog, not my sister, don't worry. That'd be weird. Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess naming it up to everyone else, because we obviously can't think of anything.
Yeah, we can't. We're not that creative. But yeah, pretty much figuring that out, and will be best thing for us. Yeah.
And once we actually pick up popularity, then we can start getting like topics and ideas off.
I mean, like once
listen and
probably next time we do this, we'll try and get somebody in to record with us. But if we
get you good, dog?
She's dying. But no, we could get someone. Yeah, if we get somebody in to help, well, not help, but someone in as a guest.
Yeah,
we will definitely have more talking, especially like someone like Michael.
Yeah,
Michael will be able to talk to us about anything.
Yeah, or Ben, because Ben would keep us going as long as we get started.
Ben, as long as we get Ben started, Ben will just start like working off of us. But someone that we need to get in on here, because after Thanksgiving they're working day shifts now, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, James. But
true.
he'll be a great addition.
That'll be.
The thing is, we'll just have to watch
else.
him. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
I mean, cussing is a. I mean, I started this off with just instantly F-bomb, but it's like cussing. I guess. Well, it's a minimum. We'll try and keep it at a minimum, especially if Nick's around. Cause,
definitely then. We're gonna have to
be like, Nick, you need to calm down.
We're gonna put a shock collar on him, and anytime he says something that he shouldn't, just zap.
No, he'll just talk to. No, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. I know what he's gonna talk to us about, and I don't want to ruin the surprise. Well, yeah. Anyway, is that all we got?
Yeah, I think that's everything. I don't know.
Okay.
For a beginning, I think this would be a.
This is a good one, yeah. Okay, guys. Congratulations. You just listened to us talk for a while. Okay. Well, we'll have a name sometime soon, and then we could have an official sign off, say peace out, cool kids, or something like that.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, we need a sign off.
We'll think of one later.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure that one out. Adios, mis amigos.
Goodbye.